right, let's see what Vlogmas Day 3 has to offer. I am headed to Winter Park, and I'm going to specifically Blue Mercury, but I want to see what else is going on out there. So here we go. Really gotta hurry up because Blue Mercury closes at 7 and I don't even know the name of the fragrance. I'm going here for a fragrance, but I don't know the name of it, so I'm gonna have to text my friend and ask her the name of it. But let me just get inside so I can peruse around, and hopefully she'll get right back to me. So while I'm waiting for my girlfriend to text me back, I am just going to peruse. And if you know Blue Mercury, you know it has some of the usual characters like Joe Malone, Diptyque, Nest, Sisley, NARS, and so many other familiar beauty brands. I like to check out Blue Mercury every now and then, but there's only one in the vicinity, so I haven't been there in a very long time. But it was nice to take a look around. I did smell this candle that drove me out of my mind. Oh, here's me attempting a quick OOTD, just a jean shirt dress, my Barefoot Dreams sweater, which if you know Barefoot Dreams, you know it's a must. My crossbody bag and my Converse, because they are the most comfortable. This is the candle. This candle is amazing. That chamomile. Okay, she texted me back. It is called Vanilla Milk, and you will see that here. So I did get to smell it. And after I checked that out, I just walked around to see if there was anything that my eye could spy that I might just have to take home with me. But I didn't come across anything, with the exception of that candle. And I may go back and get that candle, but so many of them smell so good that I just figured I better go back and take my time and smell more than just one thing.
So just a look at Winter Park during holiday season. All lit up with the pretty lights.
Just know when you hear the sound go out, that's because somebody was blasting music or the store was playing music and I had to cut it out. So right now I'm on a mission to find this ice cream. So many people are out and about, hanging out, laying out on the grass, family time, date night. It's just really a nice vibe out tonight. And people are over by the lights taking photos. There's a rose garden across the way, which is definitely a nice photo op, pardon me. So everybody's chilling and just taking in the vibes. Winter Park vibes. Hashtag Winter Park vibes. But it is nice out tonight. So I'm on a mission though. I need to find this ice cream.
having evening picnics, taking family photos. Winter Park is a whole little vibe. I'm just gonna make that my sorry. And there's the ice cream shop. But I saw, wait a minute, I might be getting confused because there's an ice cream shop and then there's a candy, like caramel candy apple spot. I might go to both. Depends on how this turns out.
Okay, you know that whole like a kid in a candy store idiom. I am telling you, when I walked into this candy store, I wanted everything I put my eyes on. Everything just looks so good. And you know, everything looks better covered in chocolate. So there's that. But I mean, the choices were practically endless. And this is a small candy store, but I'm telling you the variety was plentiful. And yes, I wanted everything I laid my eyes on. And then to add insult to injury, they had a nerve to have gelato. I mean, everybody loves gelato. Well, I don't know if everybody loves gelato, but all I can say is that gelato looked good, and I knew from the moment I laid eyes on it that I was not leaving there without gelato. Because can you really walk past gelato? Like, if you're a gelato lover, can you really just walk past it? At the very least, you know you have to get that little spoon and taste at least 5 different flavors. Oh, you only taste one? You only taste two? No, I want 5 or more, depending on how much time I have. But you know, I had to get some, so I got a little like caramel pretzel and I forget the other kind that was in there, but whatever it was absolutely delicious. This is a cool art gallery on Park. They had some really cool pieces. Unfortunately, they were closed because I got to Winter Park later than would have been beneficial for me to get inside and see anything. I think most things, a lot of places close. A lot of retail closes at, I want to say, 7 o'clock on Saturday. And then you have mostly like restaurants and eateries that are still open. Some boutiques are still open in stores like Pottery Barn and I think Williams Sonoma still open, but they had some really cool art pieces in here, some skull pieces and some cool artwork. As you can see, I tried to get as close as I could from the window, some paintings of Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, they had some really cool stuff in there. I'd like to go back.
Okay, so I messed up getting down here a little too late because everything, all the retail is closed for the most part.
Now, if you know me, you know I love a good wine surprise. So, as I was walking, I saw this beautiful wine boutique across the street. So I said, let me go check that out because from the other side of the street, it just looked so well appointed inside. So I knew I had to get in here and see what was happening. And just as I suspected, I was pleasantly surprised. It's so beautiful inside. And one thing I really love about it is you can actually get a hoagie and eat your hoagie in there and have your wine. They also sell wine by the glass. So just say you're hanging out with some girlfriends on park and you want to drop in for a glass of wine. You can get a glass of wine there, and they have, seating in the back where you can just go and hang out. The manager, she was so sweet. I mean, you can also they make charcuterie boards. So, this is absolutely my cup of wine, if you will. So, I said, I've got to go back and check it out. It's called the Vintage Vault. And I got an opportunity. They have wine tastings on, I know for sure on Saturdays. I think that board will tell you the other days, but I was able to catch the tail end of the wine tasting and got a nice little courtesy glass from the manager, and it was very good. And I'm not even a Pinot girl, and that Pinot was really good. So I know that that's something I have to go back and check out. You definitely want to stop in there if you're hanging out and just go get a glass of wine and get a charcuterie board. And as I understand it, they're building up for some outside patio seating that is to come probably, sometime early next year. So go check them out because it is a pretty amazing wine store boutique sort of situation going on. So I know I'm gonna go back and check it out. And maybe next time I go, I'll take some girlfriends and we can go and sit in the back and have a few glasses of wine. It was amazing.
So how was downstairs? Nice and
Okay, what did you do? They're ready to lay out here.
and it does have like a bunch of herbs. Working for this guy who's like
Pay close to $2,000 a month.
yeah.
Shout out to all the girls who have a name that starts with the letter Y. You know what I'm about to say, right? We never, ever, ever find initial things with a Y on it. So I just spent the rest of my time down there just looking in the different windows, and you typically just walk down one side, walk up the other. And so many people were out just having a really nice evening. The weather was mild and beautiful. People were eating, drinking, just hanging out at the park across the street, laying out. There was a guy out who was singing. He sounded really good. So there's music out there, live music out there, and the restaurants are jumping. I mean, this one restaurant in particular, which I think is always jumping, and I forget the name of it, and I don't think I got the name of it, but I think it starts with a P. That restaurant's always jumping. Anyway, just to look into some of the store windows makes me want to come back when everything is open, because that definitely was not on my mind when I decided to go over to Winter Park tonight. I wasn't thinking I was getting there a little too late to get inside the stores, but I did see a few things that maybe I might go back to take a look at when everything is open. There's so many nooks and crannies on Park where you can go in and eat and buy things to drink and sweeties, and so it's just a nice place to go if you want to shop and do some boutique type shopping. So many places to dip in and out of, so many different styles of fashion. You're definitely going to find some unique pieces over there. And you can find some boho. You can find it mixed with high glam. You can find sort of like a vintage type of feel. And it's just a variety over there. That's definitely what you're going to get if you go over to Winter Park on Park Avenue. You're going to find a mix of different fashions and quite a few different types of food, which is also very cool. You'll have so many different choices of what to choose. I mean, or should I say, so many choices of different types of food, which is cool. Jewelry as well, and beauty over there. So, and of course, my favorite, ice cream. So, yeah, it was a cool night to just be out hanging out, and because the weather was nice, which typically it is, because after all, it's Central Florida. The weather is typically nice, but it was just a nice night to be out, and for me, a cool way to spend my day 3 of Vlogmas. So I would say I had a good night hanging out in Winter Park. I didn't do any shopping, but I think that in large part had to do with the fact that everything was pretty much closed. And like I said, I may get back over there to see. Well, what do we have here? I have never met a French pastry that I didn't like. So, I had to duck my head in here real quick to see what the offerings were. Um, so, I'm sure they were running low because, like I said, it was the end of the night. Everything looked really good. I didn't get anything because I just had my gelato, which, quite frankly, doesn't make a difference. Um, just nothing caught my eye to make me say, okay, I gotta take a piece of that home. But it did look good, and it'll be on my mind for the next time I'm down there.
Happy Vlogmas. Happy Vlogmas.